Hi, today we're going to take a look at Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and Daredevil. This is the third in the Thing-centric series in the mid-70s. And The Thing teamed up with whoever Marvel wanted Thing to promote in his Marvel 2-in-1 comic series. This time it's Daredevil. And here's the cover. Move it, Hornhead. It's Kill or Be Killed. But I can't. And here are these other characters. Of course, Black Widow is involved because she was involved with a lot of Daredevil's comics at the time. Not when one of those I must destroy is the Black Widow. And here are the Thing and Daredevil together. The writer is Steve Gerber. The artist is Sal Buscema. The inker is Joe Sinnott. And Dave Hunt is letterer. P. Goldberg is colorist. And Roy Thomas is editor. And continuing from the last issue, we have the character Wundar being investigated here. He's a man who is basically a baby in a man's body. His body matured, but his brain didn't. And Reed Richards is testing him to figure out what's going on here. And Thing gets frustrated easily. He's working out and he's reading a muscle magazine or something. I don't know. And then he throws away his weights, and he's saying like that this guy has superpowers and he can't count to two, so he's normal. But Reed Richards can't figure out anything about this guy. And one problem though, all of his powers all of the things that give him his cosmic powers of like super strength and everything, charge up and are about to explode. And here you see Wundar about to blow and expend all his energy. Here at the bottom here is a common practice they did in the 70s in Marvel Comics. They put a little ad for the next comic or for other comics of the month. Man-Ape into Man-God. Kazar Goes Wild. It's all happening now. In what? I don't know. Sometimes they don't even tell you the magazine. So Wundar blows up, and at least all his energy expends and blows like out of him, destroying things around him. And while it does that, it blows debris out onto the streets and everything beneath the Baxter Building. And while this is happening, Daredevil is swinging around and he gets hit by one. He then loses his billy club as a result. While he's falling, it looks like this is Curtain's butt. Some local construction workers see what's going on and they swing a crane around. So, like, New York helps out their heroes. I like that aspect of these early Marvel comics. Daredevil grabs the crane and hook, and then he does his little daredeviling and stuff, and then goes down onto the street. So when he's on the street, all these people are like, hooray, this is awesome, but he's trying to recover. I love the art of his shadowing and everything here. It's really cool. Like, Buscema did a great job here, of course, because, Buscema. But here, a New York cop helps him up and tries to get him out of the way so he can clear traffic. He doesn't care about, like, what Daredevil just did. They tell him that the Baxter Building has been doing experiments, so go take it up with Reed Richards. So he does. He walks right in, and you see the address here is 665. I just wanted to take a moment here to acknowledge one of the ads in this comic. The Big Three official Marvel Solid Bronze Collector's Medallion coins. Now look at what the Big Three are in the early to mid-70s here. Spider-Man, yeah. Hulk, yes. And Conan the Barbarian. Marvel made a big splash with their Conan the Barbarian titles. There's Conan and, of course, Savage Sword of Conan. But these things, these were, I guess, the top three characters of Marvel. It's like, absent are Thor and Captain America and Iron Man. It's like, this is what captured the public's imagination at the time from Marvel Comics. So Daredevil tries to go up this elevator, and this guy's like, you can't just go up there, you need a key and everything. Thing comes down the elevator and to check out if anything happened on the ground below from that explosion, and catches Daredevil. And Daredevil's like, I need my billy club is on the roof of your building. So they're all friends and buddies, and so Thing escorts Daredevil up. Here you see a Man-Thing ad squeezed at the bottom of this page. Man-Thing walks again and Monsters Unleashed. Here, Ben tries to tell Reed that, like, Daredevil's here, but Reed's all rude and stuff. He's just, like, into his work. He's like, Wonder will remain a walking bomb unless, oh, Daredevil, hello, how are you? Anyway, as I was saying, I can't be disturbed now, not now. So anyways, so he brushes off Daredevil. Daredevil's trying to get his billy club, but then Reed retrieves it with his arm. And he's like, it's the least I could do. Sorry about my rudeness a moment ago, but I had to finish. So he creates a costume for Wondar that will trap all his energy in and expend it out into the world, harmlessly. But he tells Ben Grimm to go and change him for him. So Ben Grimm has to change a grown man, like he's a baby, because he is basically a baby in a grown person's body. And Daredevil goes out into the world again and hunts for the Black Spectre, who's his latest villain. He talks to Shanna here and everything, and then they talk about the case. When we're talking about this boring case, at the bottom here is a staggering new supervillain is lying in wait for the Savage Submariner. Dun dun dun. So Daredevil goes back out into the world, and he's like, I get this distinct feeling that Miss O'Hara knows more than she's telling. So that was Shanna the She-Devil, but, like remade here in the modern world. Anyways, he has a date, and so he's going to wait for Candace. And I think this is Foggy's sister in the comics. They're going to go see a play here. And so they're sitting down, and the play begins. Okay, so this is where this comic really takes a turn. And when I was reading this, I was shocked, but, like, they're trying to say something here, and this has to do with the villain. But the play begins. There's the Statue of Liberty. And this gentleman walks in, and he talks very, very stereotypically, so I won't redo that here. But he's talking about how the statue doesn't stand for him. And he's like, I'm also done with you here. I'm awake now, white lady. Awake and angry, dig? So then here comes a guy dressed as Captain America. And while this guy is bad-mouthing the United States and everything. And Captain America beats this guy and calls him a commie and a traitor. And I'll show you what American stands for. And it's like, it means treating minorities with respect and giving equal rights. And he's carrying on like this while he's beating this guy. And Daredevil understands what's going on because he has his senses about him, but everyone thinks this is just part of the act. Here is an ad for Crazy at the bottom of this page. Yeah, because this is crazy. So a guy dressed like Adolf walks out and shoots the guy dressed as Cap, and Daredevil realizes that's a real gun and that was a real bullet, and that guy is now done. Then the guy dressed as Adolf aims the gun towards his head, and bang. And now the crowd is like freaking out, and he's trying to go somewhere to dress as Daredevil. So now Daredevil swoops in on the scene and fights this guy, but then Black Widow smacks him across the head, and he realizes who that was just now. Here's the letters page of the time, about Marvel 2-in-1 and everything. I think this comic continued from Marvel Feature. So previously they had some letters for that comic. And here at the bottom right is the value stamp for this issue, and it's Hammerhead, an underrated villain, basically Flat Top, but a Marvel version of him. And here's Roy's Rostrum, which is his version of Stan's soapbox, and he talks about the staff that they work with and everything. Here are items about what's going on in comics at the time, Going Voyage of Sinbad and everything. That's cool. All these different comics to the right here, and Marvel Giant Size Superstars, introducing that concept. So now Daredevil is trailing Black Widow. Now he needs to fly, so he, instead of asking the Fantastic Four for their fantastic car, he's just going to steal it. And meanwhile, Wonder has his new costume that will contain all his energy so it doesn't like explode all the time and harm people. So here Daredevil gets caught by the Thing trying to steal the fantastic car. And he's trying to save time, but really confronting the Thing doesn't save time at all. And so he tries to kick the Thing, but that doesn't make any sense because it's the Thing. So he's like, why didn't you say that in the first place? You know, he wants the Fantastic Car. So now they're on the same page, and they're going to go up against this flying ship. They think it's a blimp, but when they land on it, it's obviously made of metal, so it's a big, like, plane or something. And they realize this. Thing tries to smash through, but it's electrified. Here at the bottom is a Tomb of Dracula ad. And so they smash through, and now they encounter the real villain here. And so this woman likes to arouse hatred in people, and that's why we saw that weird play earlier, and that's why Black Widow is now on her side. They're all hypnotized somehow. When Thing rips through the wall inside this flying fake blimp thing, he discovers like an artificial jungle inside this blimp. So now they're in a jungle inside a plane. And anyways, all these guys start attacking. And here's Daredevil fighting all these minions, and this lady's like, "Fool, do you truly believe she cares? She hates you," speaking of Black Widow. And she starts chanting, "Hate, hate, hate." So Thing tries to get this guy that was at this big temple inside the jungle, and Black Widow seems like she wants to fight off this hypnosis, but she can't. Thing gets hypnotized, and now he's an ally of hate. And so this lady returns Daredevil and Thing to the Fantastic Car and eject it, and they're both sort of unconscious. So now they're going to crash and presumably perish. But Daredevil comes to, and he remembers how Thing flew the Fantastic Car just by sensing it. You know, he can't see it, obviously, and he flies them to safety. The Thing comes to, and now they're both like, well, you know, we got defeated just now. So all of this will continue into Daredevil's own comic, but we'll continue on with Marvel 2-in-1, issue 4, which is a brand new adventure with Captain America. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you like this walk down this issue 3 of Marvel 2-in-1. If you like this video, please give it a like. It helps me out a lot. And please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Lots of great comic book stuff on here. So until next time, take care.